Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm coming here to talk to you guys today about a puppet that I have made called Lewis. I have posted about him on this channel before, but he is my first prototype of a dragon that I've made, and I thought I'd show him off. And so here he is, he's Lewis! So he is a prototype puppet dragon that I've made, and he's hand operated, so he's a bit like, you know, a Muppet or something like that. And I'm really happy with how he turned out. So there's a good amount of jaw movement. I really wish I could make his eyes blink or something like that, but that's stuff I'm working on for future projects. But yeah, so the horns are separate from the body, that's why they kind of move around a little bit. With later versions, I'm definitely going to be sculpting the horns as part of the top of the head, so they're a bit more stable. But I'll just show you how he moves a little bit. The movements are quite fluid from far away. Like you can really see how you know, he kind of comes to life a little bit once I get a handle on the way he moves and his mannerisms and things like that. Puppeteering has been something that I've not really done much of before, but something that I'm having a lot of fun with learning. And so he just is like a worm kind of dragon at the moment. He's got a little tail, and he's got little claws, paws. Really would like to make him some wings, but that's something that I'm yet to do. Because he's a prototype, I'm constantly kind of working on him. I don't think he's ever going to be completely finished, but yeah. So the way I made him is I started out with a wire structure, and I made like a wire skeleton basically of his head, and I covered that in tin foil and paper tape, and then I put polymer clay Sculpey over the top, and I just blobbed on bit by bit at a time, and eventually, you know, it all filled out, and I just made sure I sculpted the shape to be how I wanted. And I did make the top jaw separate from the bottom jaw because there's actually a hinge here where the two connect, and it's a bit complicated, and I only did it out of wire. It's all not very professional. I was really figuring it out as I went along. But yeah, I mean, it works, it's just not totally sturdy. I'd give him a little tongue too, little fabric tongue, and it has some glitter on it and things like that. It's pretty funny because every now and then, you know, it'll just fall out the side and look kind of silly, like that. So yeah, I made Lewis out around September 2019. It was right after I'd finished doing one of my markets, actually my first market at Mount Tambourine, which is a mountain not far from where I live, and they do markets there every month. So I'd started to do my market there because I'd always wanted to do one, and I got approached by a lady who worked in the film and TV industry, and she really loved my puppets. And it was totally random that she met me there, but it made me really inspired to make something bigger than my previous things. I previously made a really small puppet, which was just like a finger-operated little, you know, head and neck on the hand that sat on the hand. I'd have to show another video for that, but maybe I'll pop it up on the screen here and you can see what I mean. And anyway, so that prompted me to make something bigger, and so I made Lewis. And I really can't wait to make more and refine the way I create them, really. Just streamline it so it's something really sturdy and durable and complex. Yeah, I'd love to do some more, really. His eyes are made from gemstone. I'm pretty sure it's a man-made gemstone, but it's called blue goldstone, if I'm correct, or blue sunstone. I know it can be called both goldstone and sunstone, I think, but I can be corrected on that. And I don't know if you can see, but it's really sparkly and pretty, and it kind of looks like stars, which is why I chose to use them. I really like this kind of gemstone. And otherwise he was just brushed with an old eyeshadow palette actually to get that shimmery look to his kind of scales. And I used recycled fur for his fur. It was actually an old jacket and like vest jacket, and I just chopped it up and I spray painted it with purple and like soaked it. And it has this really nice quality to it actually. It's really kind of rough and organic looking. And for his little feet, they're actually, so inside of him is actually, I should mention, a wire skeleton that goes throughout his entire body. So the tail has like a wire core in it, and that wire core goes into like a T-section that becomes the top of his shoulders and his arms. So yeah, his little fingers are all bendable because they have wire in them, so I can spread his hand out a little bit and move his hand up or down. There is a little bit of a problem where I used wadding to cover it up and it's kind of coming apart. Not really coming apart, but it's kind of splitting and you can see where it's not painted. So, lots of little things I have the opportunity to fix up with him, basically. I don't think, he's the best made puppet I've ever created, but is the best one that I've made so far. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you a little demo of how Lewis works. And I'm not really good at doing the voices at the moment. Not a ventriloquist or whatever that's called, but don't know why Lewis talks like this. Sounds like Danny DeVito, but yeah. I always imagined Lewis having more of a little posh accent. Actually, I thought that'd be really cute. But when I go to do puppets, I used to play with puppets with my younger siblings quite a lot. Used to be a little possum that we had, and I'd give him a really silly voice like that as well. So I don't know, maybe that's just memory from that. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at Lewis, and I'll do some more videos in the future showcasing some of the changes that I make to him. And I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much. And if you like my channel or enjoy, please subscribe. I also have a Patreon, and I'm on loads of other social media like Instagram and Facebook if you'd like to follow me on there. And I'll see you around, guys. Thank you.